On a very sunny February 10th, Redwood Voice's Ethan Caudill-DeRego went out in the field to interview some members of the Lost Coast Aeromodelers Association, which is a club that builds and flies radio-controlled planes and helicopters at Smith River. Ethan first interviewed the new leader of the club, James Wilson.
I met James at the old mill site across from the Dollar General in Smith River, California. He was also joined by his aeronautic affiliates who regularly fly there.
So how long has the Aeronautics Club been around? When were these first built?
So the Aeronautics Club has been around for a long time here in Crescent City. Crescent City, Brookings, Smith River. We just got it re-chartered with the AMA. I have taken over the club and trying to get everything back in order for us, trying to get everything reestablished, get in another group of really good people, and just try to build the club back up. There was a time where there was only one member left. And there's a lot of people out here that fly. We just want to get them reinterested into the hobby.
And what did this place used to be?
This used to be Green Diamond's wood mill.
And when did the Aeronautics Club first get the lease for this land?
They've been leasing this land, I believe, for about 8 or 9 years.
And are these all your planes here?
These planes here are all mine, yes.
Why don't you tell me about your planes?
So, a lot of mine were kind of, that one there, the Su-26. It's a Russian stunt plane. They used to use that for the Russian aerobatics team. It was a hand-me-down, actually. It's a little old, beat up, but it flies beautifully. The Cessna here, it's just like a general aviation. It does fly like a general aviation aircraft. It can do loops and rolls, but it's really not designed for that. I've been flying this one since it was brand new. I bought this one brand new. I'm still building on this one. It's not quite complete yet, but this is actually an older model. It was produced probably about 10 years ago by a company called Hangar 9. It's a P-51. Runs on a 20cc gas two-stroke, so kind of like your weed whacker motors.
So it actually has a combustion engine inside?
Yes, this one's combustion. Everything else I have is electric. When you're talking about the difference between gas and electric, the gas ones can stay in the air a whole lot longer. I can get about a 10-minute flight time out of that, as compared like with the foam prop planes that are both battery operated. I get about a 5 to 7 minute flight time out of them. It doesn't sound like a lot, but after 5 to 7 minutes up in the air, you're actually ready to come back down.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add? Any concluding thoughts?
Well, I do know that we would love to get new members out here. We're currently looking into investing in a couple of training planes and a couple of extra transmitters for people that want to come out and be able to experience flight for themselves. Anybody who really wants to come out and either experience it or just to even watch. If you see our gate open, we're located in Smith River, right across the street from Dollar General. If the gate is open and there's people out here flying, you're more than welcome to come out and take a look, enjoy what we're doing, and possibly get involved. We're always looking to help new people get into the hobby, or even experienced RC pilots get back into the hobby.
Next, Ethan filmed as fellow airplane enthusiast Matt Isdale prepared his model Boeing for a flight.
All right, we're ready.
If it does go down,
so your 747 battery powered?
It's a 737. It's from Motion RC. It is battery powered by a 5,000 milliamp 6-cell battery, which is 22.2 volts. And with that, it gets about maybe 5 minutes worth of flight. It takes just a minute to put it together. All right, James, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cargo container hangers.
That's it. This is the left wing. All the connections on it.
We need it upside down, correct?
Not right now.
All right now.
You want to lower it a little bit. I got to plug in the motors. And then he turns it up on its end. And then we put 2 screws in on the bottom backside here.
Is that on this plane here, you can really see those electric ducted fans really well also.
And it does sound kind of like a real plane when it's coming by, which is always great. All right, that wing's done. On to the next one. More screws.
The whole process of the plane being put together was surprisingly straightforward considering the complexity of the craft.
And then I do a gear test just to make sure the gear does work.
Want me to hold that plane?
Gear works. And then ready to fly.
Ethan's final interview was with Trevor Padarvis, who was a fan of helicopters.
Alright, so, what's your name?
Yeah, hi, my name's Trevor.
And what drew you into the whole hobby of flying remote control crafts?
Oh, I've just been in the hobby my whole life. Started as cars, graduated to planes, and now kind of doing the helicopters.
So what appeals to you about helicopters?
The challenge. It's a helicopter wants to fly. I'm sorry, an airplane wants to fly, a helicopter wants to crash. So challenge is just trying to keep it in the air.
And how'd you find out about this this club, the Aeromodelers?
Oh, I just had one of these guys, James, show up at my work one day, heard I flew airplanes, and asked me to come down, and been here ever since.
And new members, what should a new member expect coming into the club?
Oh, just come on down and have some fun. Just come and check it out. You'll enjoy it.
And how long have you been a member?
Oh, I'm still early in the game, so just really a couple of months.
Awesome. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, it's a fun hobby. Would like to see more people out here, so come on down.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Prior to covering the Aeromodelers, I had no idea there's anything like it locally. It was surprising to find out that a hobby like this even had a place in Del Norte. So if you want to dip your toes into a new and fascinating pastime with a welcoming community, make sure to reach out to the Lost Coast Aeromodelers.
For more information on the Lost Coast Aeromodelers, or to get in contact about flying and meeting times, contact leader James Wilson at 707-457-0543. For Redwood Voice Community News, I'm Rory McCain.
So what you do is when you land and your belly scrapes like that, it just slows you down a little bit. That's perfectly normal.